Winter, 1942. The air is sharp enough to burn lungs. Snow blankets the ruins of shattered towns. Wrecked vehicles freeze where they were abandoned months earlier. For nearly a year, the Red Army has been retreating. Now, everything changes. This is the beginning of the ww2 Soviet counteroffensive. Germany entered the Soviet Union expecting collapse. Speed, surprise, and confidence carried German forces deep into Soviet territory. But that speed came at a cost. Supply lines stretched thin, equipment wore down. Soldiers fought without rest across distances never meant for rapid war. While Germany advanced, the Soviet Union endured. Factories were dismantled and moved thousands of kilometers east. Entire industrial cities vanished overnight and reappeared beyond German reach. Workers labored around the clock. Tanks, guns, and ammunition poured out in numbers Germany could not match. The Red Army learned through disaster. Early defeats exposed weaknesses in leadership, coordination, and training. Over time, those weaknesses were addressed. Command structures improved. Communication became clearer. Artillery was reorganized into massive, concentrated firepower. And winter arrived. For German troops, winter was an enemy. Engines froze, weapons malfunctioned, uniforms offered little protection, horses collapsed from exhaustion, supply shortages became critical. For Soviet forces, winter was familiarity. As German momentum slowed, the Red Army prepared to strike. The counteroffensive did not begin with a single dramatic charge. It began with planning, intelligence gathering, stockpiling supplies, positioning artillery and armor in depth. When the order came, it came everywhere. Soviet guns opened fire across vast sections of the front. Thousands of artillery pieces unleashed simultaneous barrages. The ground shook continuously. German defensive positions were shattered before infantry ever moved. Then the advance began. Red Army soldiers surged forward behind walls of fire. Tanks followed closely, pushing through shattered defenses. Unlike earlier attacks, these were coordinated, supported, and relentless. German units were caught off balance. Positions that once held firm collapsed under sheer weight. Counterattacks failed due to lack of fuel, ammunition, and reserves. Commanders struggled to regain control as communication lines broke down. Momentum shifted. For the first time, German forces were forced into large-scale retreat. Not planned withdrawals, but urgent movements to avoid encirclement. Equipment was abandoned, vehicles were destroyed to prevent capture. The psychological impact was enormous. German soldiers who once believed in constant advance now fought delaying actions. The sense of superiority vanished. Confidence drained away with every kilometer lost. The Red Army did not pause. Each new offensive grew larger. Coordination improved further. Air support increased. Tank formations expanded. What began as survival transformed into dominance. Cities were reclaimed, railways reopened, supply lines shortened for the Soviets and stretched further for Germany. The balance of production now fully favored the Red Army. The Eastern Front changed character completely. Germany no longer dictated events, it reacted to them. Every attempt to stabilize the front required resources that no longer existed. Every retreat created new vulnerabilities. The ww2 Soviet counteroffensive was not one battle. It was a process, a steady, grinding reversal powered by numbers, preparation, and industrial strength. Losses were still heavy, but they no longer halted progress. Every setback was absorbed. Every success was exploited. By the time German leadership understood the scale of the shift, the initiative was gone forever. From this moment forward, the war in the East moved only one direction, west. The Red Army advanced through frozen fields, ruined cities, and burning villages. Germany's strength eroded with each retreat. What began as invasion ended as defense. What began as confidence ended as desperation. The counteroffensive did not end the war immediately, but it made the ending inevitable. The direction of the conflict was set here, in the snow, smoke, and relentless advance of Soviet forces who had learned, adapted, and endured. From this point on, Germany would never regain control of the Eastern Front, and the war would never be the same again.